Hey Aries, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Readings, and I'm here to bring you your astrology read for the month of November 2022. Make sure you check out last month's astrology read, which is in the Aries 2022 playlist. It'll be entitled Aries Astrology Read October 2022. Check that out, see if that resonates, and then check this out. And then at the end of November, come back and check this out again. This is going to be a general read for any placement of Aries, but it may resonate most with ascending sun and moon signs. But everybody has Aries in their chart, so it could resonate a little bit with you. All right, so feel free to check it out. If you think you went to the wrong channel, you didn't. Just check it out. All right. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below. The link to my other channel, The Mini Styles of Tarot, is in the box below, as well as the link to the Patreon membership. All right. So check all that out at your convenience, and also make sure you check out the community tab. There's a lot of information I put in reference to the energy that I'm putting out on the channel. All right. So Aries, your first house, you got Chiron here in retrograde. Okay, so for those of you who have Chiron in your chart natally, in your 50 or 51, this is your Chiron return. So this is a pivotal point here in your life. Chiron to me represents the energy that we have to live with. That it may not be so difficult. It may not be so. It's very challenging for us to overcome. Okay, it's something that could have happened before we were even born. Like the stakes were set for us with that particular energy before we were even born. So it's just something that we have to live with. It's just a part of who we are. And so when Chiron's in retrograde, that's the energy of, understanding that energy, understanding the power it had over you. And now that you're recognizing the power it had over you, that is automatically giving you power over it, because you recognize it, you acknowledge it, and now you're trying to work to fix it, right? Because you're aware of it and you're conscious of it. So that gives you power over it. So I feel like for some of you, you're coming to terms with some things you may have struggled with throughout life. It could be, if it's something physical, because this is your first house, it could be some of you may have issues, head injuries of some sort. Okay, whether it's your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your chin, your jaw. Okay, some of you may be feeling that energy right now. Like if you had a jaw injury, maybe you're feeling that energy in your jaw. Maybe your jaw's tightening up, or things are feeling a little weird. Also, what could have been going on too, you may be feeling that now, between now and when Chiron goes direct in December. So you may get a little bit more sensitive. For those of you who may have had head injuries in the past, maybe that messes with your memory or your speech. Maybe you may notice that more so now. Just be careful of head injuries as well. Okay. Um, Also, things with the ears, the nose, the mouth, anything from the chin up deals with Aries, okay, as far as the physical body is concerned. Um, some of you may have a scar on your face or on your head from an accident or a fall or something like that. But also, and you could be, some of you may have already experienced this. You could be healing from this. But I feel like for a lot of you, there's a healing energy going on no matter how long that accident occurred. There's some type of healing going on with it. Okay, so you may feel sensitive about it and it may be bothering you. All right, just keep that in mind. Also, with your second house, moving on rather to your second house, this is your money making house where Taurus is. You have Uranus in retrograde here, the North Node, and this is where the full moon lunar eclipse is going to be. Now, we're in the middle of major eclipse energy. On the 25th of October, we had a partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, which is where the South Node is for you, and that's your 8th house. Now, the opposite polarity is going to have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 8th of November in Taurus. This is your money making situation here. So there could be some unexpected streams of income coming in, or you may need to. It's either one or the other. Things are going to be good for you with money, or it may be a bit of a challenge. Okay, it just depends on what you're doing with your money right now. And some of you may be finding that you may be trying to liquidate and get cash. Others of you may be feeling as if you may want to do something with your cash. I don't know. I just get material money, material things. I feel like with this full moon energy here, somebody could be losing some money. Okay. So check your accounts, check your, make sure you check to see what's going on in reference to your spending and what you're investing in and things like that. I just feel like somebody could be in a position where they may lose some money. The opposite is the eighth house. Yeah, because the sun is in the eighth house, the south node is in the eighth house, Mercury and Venus is there. Venus deals with money as well. So between the 25th and the 8th, there could be something going on with your money situation, or if there's a major change you want to make. But eclipses are all about closing things out. So there could be some accounts that you may want to consider closing out. Maybe you're trying to sell some things and turn it into cash. This would be a good time to do it, especially um, with this with this full moon lunar eclipse coming up. And then in your third house, as far as lifestyle choices and things like that, we got Mars in retrograde here, and it's in Gemini. So I feel like for some of you, you're cutting back on your expenses. Hanging out, with your friends, celebrating things like that. I feel like some of you may be cutting back on that. You're not going to be doing that as much, eating out, things like that. Some of you may not have been working out as much as you wanted to. It's okay because Mars is in retrograde, it's temporary. So maybe you started a regimen or routine and you may be feeling some sort of way because it's like, damn, I was doing good for a good month. It's just the alignments. Don't beat yourself up. Once Mars goes direct in January, like around January 12th and after, you're going to start feeling that energy lift and you'll be able to get back on your momentum. That don't give you license to go ham and start doing what you was doing. You know what I mean? But just know that it's the alignments, it's temporary. You will be back on your grind. So don't beat yourself up, okay? Some of you live in a I don't know. Some of you may be looking at the neighborhood you live in, Aries, and you're like, yeah, I need to get up out of here. It's a little too violent. Or some of you just may be uncomfortable going outside because you watch the news a lot, and you may be feeling all scared and nervous. Like, some of you really need to turn off the news. Like, the news is just going to get crazier right now with Mars in retrograde in Gemini. Gemini is the communication, it is the news. Mars is like it's the misinformation of news. You know, you're not. You're gonna be given information that you're not sure if you should take action on. For some of you, you shouldn't be taking action on a lot of this that's coming out. Just turn off the television. So I feel like for some of you, you got to be careful the information you're getting off the internet or the news. Be careful what you're watching. And don't be so quick to respond to it. I feel like some of you, Aries, I don't know if there's issues going on with your siblings or your cousins, or your friends. I feel like some of you, there could be tensions between them, or people may want to reconcile, or maybe you do. Okay, I get that specifically for old friends that you may have had a falling out with. There could be somebody you may want to reconcile with, or they may want to reconcile with you. Yeah, I definitely feel that energy here. But, you got to pay attention to, what's going on with these people and what they want and what their intentions are. If they show you who they were, believe them. You could have some people trying to come back around. I wouldn't trust certain people. You got to be careful. There could be people who may be feeling some sort of way about you in reference to, especially trying to take your money. Yeah, I would be concerned about your investments and who you're giving your money to and who may know you have money. Because it could be people trying to, do things to you to get your money. Whether it's a shady investing opportunity, whether you've hired somebody who, your investment banker, he could be shady. Okay, maybe your accountant could be shady. Okay, maybe the friends that you hang out with, you need to watch them because they're watching your pockets. If you on a illegal side of things, you're gonna have to be careful out here. There could be people trying to hurt you or take from you. But a lot of you, you're gonna learn this lesson, or you've already learned it, and you're not gonna go back into these people's lives again, or let them back into yours. So if you cut someone off, and the best thing for you to do is keep it moving, because for some of you, these people are coming back for revenge or for retaliation. Whether you actually did something to them and they're coming back to retaliate, or whether they think you did something. They could have got some false news and it implicated you, some type of rumor shit. Maybe you was involved. Okay. but I don't like the energy of it, so I would try to stay away from it if you could. But some of you, you got to learn about who you can trust and who's loyal, and people running their mouth. Somebody was talking, or somebody's been watching what you've been doing. Someone close to you could have been watching what you're doing and watching how you make your money, or they know how you make your money, and they could be scheming on you and giving someone else that information. So this could be an investment banker, or you could be in sales. Be careful of the competition at work. Some of you may have to come up with new strategies to make your money. Maybe you lost your client base. This was planned. Some of you are going into a new work environment because where you were at is just not working for you. Or you could be starting a new business venture or a new business partnership with someone or some company. Or maybe you decided not to spend as much money with this company. Maybe you haven't, or this investment banker or this accountant or, this distributor. Maybe you're cutting back. I feel like for some of you, you could be transitioning as far as business is concerned. You could be transitioning from one distribution company to another. It's like you're divvying up. Maybe you put all your maybe you had all your money in one particular group, but now you're going to take it and split it up, or you're going to liquidate it or something like that, in reference to investment strategies. But I also see here with your business partnerships here, if you are a purchaser or a buyer, you're looking for more than one distributor of a particular product, where you may have only been going through one before. Maybe it's because of the climate that's going on globally. Maybe you're having a problem getting product or inventory, and so you're going to have to look for someone else to supply that inventory until war-torn areas that your product comes through, until that solves or dissolves. So I feel like that's going on. There's a lot of rules and regulations going on in reference to how you do things, or, whatever profession you're in. I feel like there's going to be a change in the rules and regulations. The people and places and things that you do business with, you're going to be getting things in the mail. You know how you get those little disclaimers via email about a company changing their policies and procedures. You may see a lot more of those show up in your inbox. Some of you have outgrown a lot of your friends. You may have lost a lot of them. You may be realizing that. Maybe you're at a stage in your life where you're starting to lose friends. I feel like with Saturn and Aquarius in your 11th house, that's the case. So you could be at an age where you are, maybe you're a little bit older, but maybe you're not. But it's like you're being hit with the fact that you're hearing, people in your peer group may have passed away. Or people that you're in a group or an organization with, someone could be ill, or someone may be retiring or deciding to move on, or maybe that's you. Now, your 12th house, Jupiter's back here again, so your dreams may be very vivid, Capricorn. I mean, why I say Capricorn? Aries. Your dreams may be very vivid, with Jupiter back in here along with Neptune both in retrograde in your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of dreams. It is ruled by Pisces. All right, so Jupiter's here. So you could be having a lot of dreams, or the things that are going on could be exaggerated. But I feel like you'll be given the truth, but I just feel like it's not going to be easily revealed to you what it is. You're going to have to really try to figure it out. That's what I'm getting. So you may want to just write down what you remember about the dreams each day, and then put the pieces together at the end of this. I would say at the end of the month. Because there's definitely some things being revealed to you. I feel like this is ancestral energy as well. So it was somebody else I was talking to. But I feel like for you, especially, you're going to be having dreams of, ancestors. Whether you recognize these people from this life, or whether they're ancestors from a previous life. They're definitely going to be chopping it up with you dream style. So pay attention to your dreams for sure. For those of you who are tapping into the occult, right now the energy is strong for you and your ancestors to connect with them. It's very strong. So this is good for you. Especially with your 9th house lit up like this, or about to be your 8th and your 9th house about to be lit up, and your 12th house. Yeah, this is a good time for you. If you have a connection with your ancestors, or you're connecting with them, This is a good time for you to really tap in and focus on that energy. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, you finding out that, some of the people you hung out with, you can't trust them. You may have found out that a partner of yours or somebody you, maybe an ex of yours, or it could be somebody you were in a relationship, was messing around with somebody. Whether they were messing with someone from their past or not, that could have been the case. But something that, or maybe they find this out about you. Yeah, I just feel like you're gonna find something out about maybe you were dealing with someone at work, or your lover is dealing with someone that they work with, or they met them near their job or something like that, where they make money. Or like I said, somebody's messing around with somebody at their job, or somebody that they make money with. Maybe some of you are gonna meet somebody that you would be able to make money with, a business partner and a lover. That's dope, right? So some of you may meet someone with this eclipse energy. That could be the case. Somebody who's, they understand your work ethic. They believe in the same things that you do. They believe in getting money the same way that you do. They understand your nature. They'll understand your nature. They won't be all up your ass, but they'll let you breathe and they'll help you make money. Yeah, that's what I think. Some of y'all might meet somebody like that. Interesting. But that's just a general read that I have for you for the month of November. Like I said, check out last month's reading by going to the Aries 2022 playlist and looking for the October 2022 astrology read. See if anything in there resonates with you for last month. Now that the month is over, and do that the same with this video at the end of the month. Do the same thing. So that's what I got. Don't forget to subscribe to both channels. All the information you need to find out about how to reach out to me and the other platforms that I offer, that information's in the box below. So, Aries, I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next reading.